Yeah, I want to know from him now.
No,
Can you answer?
I don't answer you.
Why would he not answer me?
Yeah, because I know you very well. Okay?
You know me very
yeah,
well.
because you know the content in your channel.
Wait. You know me very well.
Can you come aside?
Wait. Why is he doing this? Why does he not answer me? I asked about the Quran. Why can people not ask questions in Islam? Why can Christians not ask questions? Can you answer this question? Why you run away? Why are you cowards, man? I don't understand. You're supposed to be proud of your religion, but what you do, you keep running away.
He's not proud.
Well, he's not proud of what he does.
Why?
Why would he not answer my basic question? I was asking the sister politely, and now he says don't talk to him.
She came before you, though.
Huh?
You have to wait. She came before you.
What?
Maybe
I was talking to her, and he rudely came in.
Really?
What a deceiver.
Wait.
A deceiver.
We'll talk to you. Wait.
Oh, really? I hope that after he is done talking to the sister, he will talk to me. I would love that. He says that Shamsi will talk to me after he has talked to the sister.
Okay.
Yeah, I spoke to him.
So he knows who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if he's going to talk to you then.
Oh, come on, my friend.
What's that question?
Listen, maybe you can answer this question for me. Can I ask you the question? Okay, all right. Okay, so I was reading Surah 23. All right, I'm going to read it from Quran.com. Successful indeed are the believers. Those who humble themselves in prayer. Those who avoid idle talk. Those who pay alms tax. Those who guard their chastity. What is chastity in Islam? Modesty. Yeah. Okay, so what I would think is that it's about
Get married, don't shag about.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Very brilliant. But yeah, I think it is that, right?
Yeah.
So that basically, like, I understand that in Islam you can have sex with up to 4 wives, right? You can be married 4 wives.
Man can marry more than one woman.
Yeah, okay. So it's just those 4 wives.
Maximum 4.
Maximum
if you
4.
can handle it though.
Only if you can. If you can treat them equally.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I understand that. So it doesn't include anyone else.
What do you mean? Just men, you mean?
Yeah. So to be chaste, you can only be having sex with your 4 wives.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I was reading the next verse, and it says, next verse, except with their wives or those bondwomen in their possession, for then they are free from blame. So who are the bondswomen?
Bondswomen.
Who are the bondswomen? Wives or those bondswomen, you put it in either verse, you want. In their possession, for then they are free from blame.
Alright, yeah.
Okay,
I know that verse, yeah.
Okay, now tell me what does that mean? So you can also speak with bondswomen. Who are bondswomen?
Well, if I go on my version, it says it doesn't say bondswomen, it says something else.
Oh, that's cool, interesting. Let's find out, man. Let's get it out.
That is a popular argument. You're not the only one that questions that part.
Sure, yeah, man.
There's the marriage of Aisha.
Well, I'm glad that there's an answer. Yeah.
It's always the same issue. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad there's an answer. So let's get to the answer. Yeah.
I'm not an Arab. He understands the Quran more than me.
Yeah, but my friend, the people who translated this are Arabs, and they know Arabic, and they know English.
Yeah, but it's different translations.
All right, find me a different translation then. I just want to know who the bondswomen are. That's all I want to know.
There's 170,000 words in English.
Okay.
There's 12 million words in Arabic.
Okay. Who are the bondswomen, or whatever it's called? Just tell me who they are.
Which verse is it?
All right, so this is 23, ayah 6.
Because I'm a Muslim, but I've got to be careful about giving interpretations of verses. You get it?
All right. Can you not use akal and you can look at the text and you can come up with it?
This is something you have to ask him.
I tried to ask him. He runs away. Did you not hear me say to him, look, Shamsi, I want to ask you. Let me show you. 23, 6. Surah 23, ayah 6.
Surah 23?
Yes.
Surah 23?
Yes, Surah 23, ayah 6.
All right. Yeah, except from their wives or their captives or slaves from their right hands possesses for them.
So is that what bondswomen means?
That's related to war, basically. You know, captive, prisoners.
Right. So
there were certain altercations to Quranic verses. Not corrections, but altercations. Like, for example, before Muslims used to pray towards Jerusalem. That's in the Quran.
Yeah.
But also in the Quran, it says we have to pray towards Mecca, but that was an altercation later on. You get it? But
actually, does it say you have to pray towards Mecca?
He can explain
wait.
better than me.
Okay.
You get
it?
it?
All right.
That's to do with the war.
So if I understand correctly, right. So it is captives and slaves. So it's sex slaves, right? Because you're having sex with them. It's you guard your chastity, which is to do with what you do with sex, right?
Yeah.
And you can only have sex. Well, you said your 4 wives, right?
I know,
Up to your 4 wives.
Later on, that wasn't was not allowed anymore. It was altercated.
Wait, which is not allowed this bit?
Yeah, yeah.
Why is that not allowed anymore?
Because before, during the Prophet's life, Sahabas, the companions, things got a bit like, they had to stop it basically. He changed the rules basically, just like changing the Jerusalem facing towards Mecca. There were a few altercations.
Can you show me where it's now abrogated and you no longer... Oh, I agree with him. I don't think it is abrogated. I think that you would actually... This is binding today. In Surah 23, Ayah 6, you can have sex with either your wives and still be chaste, and have sex with bondswomen, or as you said, captives, sex slaves, and still be chaste in Islam.
Yeah, but your version of sex slave and servant is like something like...
Well, I actually said bondswomen. That's what my translation says.
So what do you think?
But you read your translation and it said captive and...
What do you think bondswomen is then?
What you said? Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I think captive and slave.
What about concubine? You know what that is?
Same thing, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So in Islam, if you wish to, it is permissible for you in times of war. If you attack or are attacked and you take the women, you can have sex with them.
Yeah, it's to do with war.
And you don't need to marry them.
It's to do with war, like I said.
Okay. And you know, in Surah 4, Ayah 3, I think.
Surah what?
Surah 4, Ayah 3, I think. It talks about how you can take up to 4 wives as long as you treat them well. Are they included in this? Or are they excluded from this? I think it's Surah 4, Ayah 3.
Ayah what?
3. I'll check with you to make sure.
Exactly. As
Oh, it
long
is?
as you treat him with justice.
Right, but that's for the wives, right?
No, that's for the bondswomen as
Does
well.
it say that in the text?
Yeah, it says that.
Let's have a
But
look.
to be fair, then only one of captives said that your hands possess. That is there to prevent you from doing justice.
Wait. Sorry, mate, it's hard to see.
Oh, sorry.
Can you...
Number 3.
Yeah,
And if you fear that you should not be able to deal unjustly with orphan girls, then marry other women of your choice.
Yeah, that's
2
right,
or 3 or 4, but if you fear that you should not be able to deal unjustly with them, then only one or the other than the slaves that your right hand possesses. Like captives. Basically.
Okay, so if you can't deal justly with more than one wife, then you stick with your one wife and your... But that doesn't say that you have to treat them
You have to
equally.
treat them justice as well, yeah.
But it doesn't say that though. It actually said if you have to take 4 wives like that. I agree that it says
And
that.
the bondswomen, your right hand
No. It says if you cannot take more than one wife because you can't do justice to them, you keep with one wife and those with whom your right hand possesses.
You can't do justice to them.
But it doesn't say that though in the text.
No.
You've interpreted that way.
No, it does say, look, that was nearer to prevent you from doing injustice.
Right, which is to take one wife, which you do have to treat justly,
Yeah.
and the people who your right hand possesses. It doesn't say you treat them justly. It just says you treat your wife justly.
That is, it does say.
Can you read it out loud to me?
Then only one or the bondswomen that your right hand possesses.
Wait, what?
If you shall not be able to, then only one.
Then only other one, or. So one or. So you either take the one woman who you treat equally, or the women you have in your right hand.
Yeah, but they didn't get treated unjustly. It wasn't like that. Even
Well, they are slaves. I mean,
men,
they are concubines,
even
right?
men prisoners of war, they used to get better food than the actual Muslims. The prisoners of war used to get treated well, very well.
Yeah, but many
Men
people were
as well.
killed. Do you understand that?
No, the prisoners of war I'm talking about. Not I'm talking about the ones that killed at battle.
Right.
Prisoners of war,
Right.
Yeah.
Can I intervene?
Yeah, sure.
Are you a Christian?
Yes.
So what's wrong with that? Sorry, what's wrong
Taking
with that?
sex slaves and having sex with them without
Do you
marriage
have
is wrong.
any idea in Christianity if there is any sign of how many wives we should marry or something?
So Jesus,
anything there?
So Matthew, I believe it's Matthew 26, but we'll
Give
have
me
to check
something
that.
close to the eye in the Quran, which it says, have a wife
Yes,
or
that
4.
would be Jesus when he says that one man is to come into one flesh with one woman. So that's
One
in the
man?
book of Matthew. Yes.
Can you give me this?
I'll have to find it. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's in the book of Matthew.
Oh, sorry guys, I don't trust you. Just give me the number, I'll check it.
Yeah, let me
Because
search
I
for
know there
it.
is nothing.
Okay. Bible.
Matthew, is it?
Yes, I believe so. I think it might be Matthew 19:8. Let me find it.
I'll Google it, I'll check it. Sorry.
Matthew
He asked me
19:8.
something, that's right.
But it seems to me, though, just to wrap that up, that in Islam it is permissible for you to have sex slaves and still be chaste.
Yeah.
You think that's good? Do you not see a problem with that?
No, not really.
You're not marrying them, by the way. You're not marrying these women. You're having sex outside of marriage, and you think you can still be chaste.
No, these are just POWs. If you don't personally go out and kidnap women and then
Is that the
make them
opinion
slaves,
of
you don't do
everybody,
that.
though?
Huh? Say
Is that
again.
the opinion of everybody?
Is that
The opinion of everybody.
yeah? I mean, it's in the Quran, so.
Where?
Well, yeah, the Quran says that you can have bondswomen, which he confirmed is captives and slaves.
But obviously, like I said,
Yeah.
because I'm not Arabic, I can't give proper interpretation. You'll have to ask him because he's quoting
No,
scholars.
I tell you something. It's not a big deal.
But for me, I understand it the way you don't understand it. You get it? So if you want to understand it better, talk to him.
Well, my point is, it's very odd to say that you can have sex with potentially.
ما ملكت أيمانكم.
I don't understand.
Yeah. So ملكت أيمانكم, or what you have captured at your hand,
Yeah.
is a system in the Arabic culture in the past.
Right, but it's still in your Quran, though.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
It's in the Quran, but the Quran, you know the Quran when it was landed, when it was descended to the Prophet, how long it took?
How, sorry?
How long the Quran was given to the Ethiopians?
From 610 to 632.
No, how long? How many years?
22 years. 22 years.
Okay.
Yeah, is that correct? From the Hira cave in 610, Muhammad died in 632. Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, my point. Yeah, so my point is that there was a lot of verses coming, but there is another verses, changing that verse. So I think you have a good idea about how the alcohol was forbidden in the Quran.
Yeah. So the
It
idea
didn't
was.
say stop alcohol. No, it's came like 3 verses there in Quran or more, telling you how to move on and gradually forbidden the alcohol. It's not one. So if you take one and you stop it and you say this is Quran, it's not it.
Okay, so.
You cannot take a judgment from one ayah.
Right, can you show me any ayah that says otherwise to being able to have captives and to have sex with them?
It's not even ayah.
Any hadith?
There are many things stop Umar ibn Khattab.
Sorry?
Umar ibn Khattab, Khalifa,
Why is that allowed?
the third Khalifa.
Yeah, that's true as well. You just made a good point.
what was the
because
point?
it's allowed in the Bible as well.
It's allowed. What's allowed?
Concubines.
Concubines.
That's sex slaves, you're the
Not sex slaves, because in Deuteronomy
What's the
22,
difference? Same thing, isn't it? Sex slaves are can't.
sex slaves are not allowed in the Bible.
No, is that the same terminology?
Same thing, but why do you have to change it to sex
Yeah,
slaves?
I think it's fair to say. Yeah.
Sex slaves are
Yeah, I
can't.
think it's do that.
When it comes to Quran, you call it sex slaves, but
Yeah.
when it's in the Bible, you don't call it sex slaves, just concubines.
Well, no, sex slaves are forbidden in the Bible. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Listen to my argument.
Yeah, listen.
In Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 10, it forbids you from having sex with your sex slaves. You have to marry them and give them an option to leave. And if they choose to leave, you have to let them go. Otherwise, you marry them and then you have sex with them. So in other
Where
words,
does it say the sex slaves in the Quran? Where does it say that?
so that's in Surah 23, ayah 6.
What does it say?
And also Surah 4, ayah 3.
What does it say?
I was just going through this guy. So let's do, here we go. So those who guard their chastity, this is Surah 23, ayah 5. Then move on to 6, it says, except with their wives, okay? Or those bondswomen in their possession, for then they are free from blame. Now I asked this man here about what bondswomen meant, and he said captives or slaves.
Yeah, prisoners of war.
Yes. Okay, so yes, there is a concept of sex slaves in Islam.
What does it say about sex slaves?
If you have a captive, okay,
You just made that up,
okay.
didn't you?
What does guarding your chastity mean?
Guarding of those who guard their chastity.
Okay, what does that mean? How do you guard your chastity? It means you don't have sex with certain people, right?
Okay.
And it says here, except with their wives. Okay, so you can have sex with your wives.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Or those bondswomen, and he said in his translation it means captives or slaves, in their possession. For then they are free from the blame.
Yeah, but where does
Right.
it say it's been forced into them as sex slaves? If they're free willingly, wanted to have it's permissible.
Yeah, it's permissible to have sex with your captives.
Are you saying?
Yes?
Willingly.
Doesn't mean capture.
If they're
It says
willing,
captives. You can't have a willing captive.
No, if they're not willing.
Are you saying that they're raping these women?
That's what
Well,
I'm
if you
trying
take
to
a
say.
woman as a slave, then in essence, she has no choice if you want to have sex with her, right?
No.
If you take a slave,
Okay, what's
yeah,
the
yeah.
definition of
Without
rape?
consent, sorry.
when someone doesn't consent, a mature adult that does not consent.
Without consent.
Well, if I take a
Where
slave,
does it say that?
if I take a slave and she's a woman, and it says in this text that I can have sex with her and still be chaste, are you telling me that the slave has to give consent?
Yes.
Okay, can you show me that from the Quran?
But
No, you just said
you're
that
saying
made
the
a point.
opposite though, without proving that.
Okay, what is a slave?
Just because he's a slave, the slave has rights as well.
Okay, can you show me that in the
have
Quran?
rights.
Can you show me that in the Quran?
You got hadith,
No, but you-
Show me in the
clearly
hadith, show me in the
show that
Quran.
But you
the
made
rights.
that claim.
No, you're claiming that slaves
no.
somehow have rights. You didn't prove
No,
that.
No, but you made that
Yeah, but you
claim.
know perfectly well.
No,
you do.
the normal
You know
understanding of
perfectly well.
war captive slave
what's normal?
is that you are subjected to your master. You understand
Wait,
that?
hang on.
They have rights to
What is your
They can
understanding
buy
of
their
a
freedom
slave?
anytime.
Someone of whom is subject to their owner.
You can't force yourself on
Is that
them,
correct?
you know.
Is that wrong?
No, where are you taking this
The
objective?
common understanding of the word slave.
The slave, yeah, that's
You can't force yourself
Is
on
that correct?
them.
In Islam, can you take slaves?
Servants, yeah. You know, like today's one.
Well, you said captives. You actually said slaves. I said bondsmen.
Are you
That's
saying?
what you meant about slaves.
Are you saying that?
What is a slave? You know.
No, wait, hang on.
At that time, everyone had servants and slaves.
No.
Sure, I agree with
Are
that.
you saying that Islam says you can take slaves?
Yeah, I think so. From
why-
Surah
why-
23, ayat 6.
So why did
And Surah 4, ayat 3.
So that goes against what Prophet Muhammad said about
Did
releasing-
Muhammad have slaves?
Didn't he release slaves?
He did, but did he have them?
No, didn't he release
He
slaves?
did release slaves, but in order to release slaves, he had to have slaves that he bought and he took in war.
Okay, where are we looking at? Are we looking at the start or at the finish of his life?
I'll look at both.
Okay, where are you taking this from?
Okay, so tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. Muhammad at some point in his life either bought or took as captives slaves.
Did he release them or not?
He did, and later on in his life, he released some of them.
Some of them. Did,
He released all of them. Fair enough then, he released all of
okay,
them. I don't know
same
about that.
alcohol. If I say,
But
alcohol-
my point is
but
that you
no,
can take slaves.
But then I can say you can drink in
Did
Islam.
Muhammad have sex with
Can
the
you
slaves?
can you drink in Islam?
No, you can't drink alcohol.
Well, why not?
Because it's haram.
Who says that?
Yeah, the Quran says that.
No, but they say I think in the Quran it says you could drink.
There's a verse that I think talks about it, but I don't think it says it makes it.
Yeah, but
Does it? Is there a verse that, does that talks about what you said?
But the
Yeah.
early stages of you know and I know you
Right.
can't drink in Islam, yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
That's
Apart from when you get to Jannah, then there'll be rivers of wine.
Altogether, we know you can't drink in
Well, in
alcohol.
Jannah you can
but,
drink.
But then I can take a verse and say, oh, but at the start of Islam they were drinking alcohol.
Yeah, but my point is this:
But same point.
is slavery permissible?
No, it's
Yes,
not.
because Muhammad did so.
No. Well, what did he say? He said it's good for you to release.
Yeah, of course,
No,
of course. In Islam, it's even better if you give your slaves away and you release them. Absolutely, yeah.
But then-
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
then
But
I-
did Muhammad have slaves?
He has Zayd in his house.
Yeah.
Zayd ibn Haritha. He has him in his house
adopted son.
as a slave, but he was even
used to be
called
a
by
slave.
his name.
Yeah,
he was
he
called
did, yeah.
Zayd ibn Muhammad at that time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
And then
there
he
was a
slept
system.
with his wife.
The system did not change.
Zainab.
In
You
a
know
way.
that? Zainab.
The
the-
problem
He's
is
allowed
their
to marry his
definition of
adopted son.
Western
Wasn't
slave
his
is
son.
different to our Western.
That's totally
The Quran
different.
actually changed that because of what Muhammad did.
I think.
No.
No, I think what is right. We got to look at
did that
two
one as
different
I did that
definitions.
one.
Argument as well, yeah.
The Western terminology of a slave and the Eastern definition of a slave, two different things.
I'm pretty sure slaves fairly universal.
No? Okay.
Not someone subject to their master.
No, what
You
I'm
don't think
saying-
that's what a slave is?
Okay, a slave
Yeah.
wouldn't have no rights in the Western ideology.
Oh no, it depends where you are. Like even Israel, they had slaves at some point. You understand that?
But what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, would they have rights?
Yeah, in Israel they did, yeah. Some ways.
No, any Western definition, would they have a...
But my point is, in the Arabic world, there's nothing mentioned about women have the right to reject sex from their master. But
Are
there
you-
is
are we
in
talking
there is
about
in
slaves?
Deuteronomy
No, are we
22:10.
on about slaves now, or are we just on about women in general?
I'm talking about slaves in the Arabic context in which Muhammad is speaking. Find me anything in the Quran or anything in your hadith that says slaves had the right to reject sex from their master. Show me anything like that.
Yeah, but then that's saying me.
I can show you that from Deuteronomy.
Are we allowed to drive cars in Islam?
Hmm?
Are we allowed to drive cars in Islam?
Yeah, but are you trying to say that because it doesn't say it? That's an argument from silence. My point is that there's nothing. Okay. Did Muhammad have sex with his slaves?
No, what I'm saying to you, just because there's nothing in that in the Quran, that doesn't mean that's wrong. Because
Well, Muhammad
that-
himself,
that-
in his own conduct, did have sex with his slave
then
girls.
I can say to you, I'm
Mary
allowed
the
to-
Copts, I believe he had sex with Mary the
That was a
Copts.
gift from the king.
Sure, but did he have
It
sex
was
with
a
her?
gift.
Did he have sex with her?
No, it was a gift.
Yep,
He was allowed
okay,
to be a
okay.
prophet.
All right, that's fine. I accept all of that. Did he have sex with her?
Yeah, obviously.
There we go then.
He had
So
a
you
child
can have
with
sex
her.
with
He
your
had a child
slaves.
with her, Ibrahim.
Sure. Then you can have sex with your slaves. Muhammad is a pattern of conduct,
Mary
therefore
the
it's
Coptic
illegal.
is- she's-
There you are. You've affirmed my argument.
No, we're not allowed to do that.
Why? Why?
We're not-
Why are you
that's
not allowed to
only
do
for
that?
him. For him, it was permissible.
Right.
It was a gift from the king.
Show me in Islam where it says only Muhammad can take sex slaves.
No,
Show me
no,
that.
that's how
I can
scholars
give you a good
interpret it. No, it was only
Yeah, I don't know about ijma. I don't care about what the scholars say hundreds of years later. I'm saying what I'm
We're not allowed to give women as gifts. We're not allowed to do that.
But
the king gave it to Muhammad, he didn't ask for it.
You need to show me from the Quran or Hadith.
Your point is ethics.
My point is what?
Your
Sorry?
point is ethics.
A fix.
Yeah, that Islam has no ethics or something.
No, my point is that today it is permissible for you to have sex slaves in Islam. That's my point. Because I read the Quran, I can read the Hadith as well. It talks about it. Yeah.
Find me one.
You know what you're doing?
Well, I
mate?
showed you. I read you two verses from the Quran.
Listen, mate. Listen.
You're taking...
Find me. No. Let's go.
Yeah,
and
they basically said that
No,
Mary
no.
the Copt was given as a
Take me
gift,
now.
therefore it's totally alright to
Take
have
me
sex
now
slaves.
and find me slave.
Right?
Take me now and find mistake lady, so I have to.
I think in certain parts of the world you can do
I
that.
will go, no, now take me here, anywhere.
Well, not in the UK, we don't allow
Why?
it in the
Because
UK.
it's not there, doesn't exist.
No, it's because there's no Sharia here. There's no Sharia here.
That's not Sharia.
Well, of course, Sharia